Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today I want to do a what's in my bag and first impressions on one of my newer pieces that I added to my collection. A few weeks ago I shared a collective haul video of some of the new Fendi pieces that I picked up, and among them was this little cutie right here. This is the Fendi Nano Baguette bag charm. I'm pretty sure that's the full name. This is the limited edition from the California Skies Joshua Vides collection. And there was a whole story as to how I ended up with this piece. So if you want to find out more about that whole fiasco, then I would check out that haul video because I go into more detail there. But ever since I picked up this piece, I've actually been using it a lot, even considering the fact that New York has only just entered phase 4 of reopening. And I've also been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about this piece, so I thought it would be helpful to do my what's in my bag and first impressions video so that I can share more about how I'm using this piece and things like that. So let's jump right into it. Again, this is the Nano Baguette bag charm. They call it that because it comes with a strap that is detachable, and there's also this little key ring at the top that you can basically add this to your belt loop or add it to another bag and use it kind of like a little charm. It's just white leather. It's not embossed. It's the reverse of embossed, which my mind cannot think about the word. Embossed means it's depressed leather, but this is actually raised leather, so whatever the opposite of embossed leather is, it's that. All of the F's are actually raised, and it is in fact a full leather piece. The craftsmanship on this tiny piece is actually pretty spectacular. I was blown away. I was actually a lot more impressed with this than I thought I would be. And when I saw it in person, I was just like, wow, this is A, really cute, and B, it's also really well made for how small it is. There's a push button closure at the front, and then it's pretty much an open compartment with one slot, and there's one slot in the back. That's pretty much it. So let me share, I mean, it's a tiny bag, so the what's in my bag part is going to be pretty brief, but let me share what's in there. So I fit a hair tie at the top, and I also fit a tiny hand sanitizer. Thank you, Delta, for providing this hand sanitizer at one point in my life. It is the perfect size to fit inside a tiny, tiny handbag. If you're wondering, it is a 20 milliliter size little container, for reference. In case you're looking for something that's really small, look for a 20 milliliter size, and it should fit in almost all of your handbags. Once it's empty, I just refill it with some more, and then I carry it around in this small container. And then in the slip pocket in the back, that's where I house my cards. And so I basically have 3 cards with me that I slide in the back there, my ID and a couple cards. So the slip pocket's actually pretty roomy, and it's not very tight. I think they did that on purpose so that you're able to fit more things in there. And it helps just organize the tiny bag so that I know all of my cards are, sitting in the back. And that's pretty much everything that fits in here. Just because I'm sure you're curious, you might be wondering why I don't have any keys in here. That's because my keys look like this with a larger kind of keychain on it. If I were to try and fit them in, I think to a certain degree they would. The keys would fit. The problem is the keychain would kind of stick out. I hope you can see that. So if I didn't have this long keychain on it, I think, and like if you just had keys that were on a O-ring like this, then I think your keys would fit just fine. Where I stuff my hair tie at the top, like your keys should be able to slide in there. If you had a single key, also no problem, it should fit in there easily. But my biggest issue is really the keychain that I have them on that's preventing them from fitting. So when I have been using this, my boyfriend's been carrying keys and I just make sure that I don't get separated with him when I'm outside so that I'm able to come back home. If I really needed to though, I also had considered hooking my keys onto the O-ring in the back, and that's a possibility. It would kind of jangle a little bit, which I wouldn't be a huge fan of. So that's why I haven't really carried it that way, but it's another option. I have been using this piece a lot more than I actually thought I would be. I have styled it with a lot of different pieces, but I like it the most when I'm wearing like a large oversized t-shirt and I just have this tiny handbag popping off the side. But it also looks good with more girly dresses. Even if there is another pattern on it, I feel like it still goes really well. It's great for carrying the bare necessities. Granted, my keys don't go in here, so I wouldn't say it's 100% fits all of your necessities, but it fits my cards and it fits like a little hand sanitizer, and there's some extra space to spare for like a tiny lip balm or hair tie or whatever. And when I am going on road trips, it's perfect. You might be thinking, how many road trips do you go on? But what I mean by that is like pretty much anytime I'm driving anywhere in a car, this is perfect because it has everything that I need in a tiny little container, little vehicle here. And you know, I can leave my keys in another bag that's in the car and things like that. So I've been visiting my parents and my boyfriend's parents a lot, where we need to drive to those locations, and this has been perfect for that. It's also just super cute. I noticed that I just really like it because of how cute it is. And when I'm running out for a quick errand, like I have no problem just carrying this. Like I'll throw it on, and for the most part, I feel like it looks good with all the outfits that I've put it together with so far. I like this strap. This chain strap is actually pretty substantial, the chain itself. It's not a really chintzy chain. And I like that it's also detachable, so if you don't want to bother with the chain, you can take it off entirely. Someone on Instagram asked me if I'm able to wear this as a waist bag or like a belt bag, and I am. What I do for that is I detach one side of the chain strap, I wrap it around myself, and then I wrap it around the lid. The flap. I basically try to get rid of as much excess chain as I can, and then I clip it onto this side. I just clip it onto the chain over here so that it gets caught by the other buckle over here, and it pretty much stays in place. So if you wanted to wear it more as a belt bag style rather than a crossbody, that's also really easy to do. I haven't worn it on like a belt loop or anything, but again, that's because I'm not really wearing real pants these days that have belt loops on them. So if there is a day that it happens, then I will definitely try it out. But so far, I mostly just carry this as a crossbody. It works beautifully for that. I think for how much this is, it's a really great piece to have. It's under $1,000. It's like $770, I think, I want to say, if I remember correctly. And so I think for that, you're getting a wonderfully crafted piece. And it's, you know, for me, it was part of an iconic collection that I wanted to have a piece from. And it's fulfilling all of those. It's like checking all of the boxes for me. But I can understand, because it doesn't fit a phone, because it doesn't fit a lot of things, that this might be really extra, really unnecessary to a lot of you. Before I had this piece, I was totally on the same page. I was in the same boat as you, thinking like, why would anybody need that? It's so tiny. But like I said, I've been pleasantly surprised by how much I've been gravitating towards this, how much I've actually been looking to style it in my outfit. And I actually really enjoyed wearing it out every time I do. I think it's also a reflection of the times right now for me, as in when I go out, I tend not to, I'm either driving out to my parents or my boyfriend's parents, so it's a car ride, like it's a pretty long car ride to get there. And so I'll be in a car, I don't need a lot of stuff, or I have a lot of space to put some other stuff with me, and so this just carries the essentials for when I need to pop into the restroom at a rest area. You know, you don't need like huge bags and, you know, where are you gonna hang it in the stall, all that stuff. You know, it's tiny, it's with you, and if I need to pick up a snack while I'm on my way out, I have my method of payment in here. So it's perfect for that, and it's perfect for just popping out for a quick errand, which is pretty much what I've been doing most of the time. I don't find myself yet just outside taking a stroll, you know what I mean? I haven't found that many places to like go to and to be able to really enjoy like longer strolls out and just wandering and popping in here and there and stuff like that. Like New York City isn't quite open for all of that just yet. So because I have shorter trips where I just go out for a particular item, or you know, I'm very mission oriented on like, okay, I have to get this done and I'm coming back, this is perfect for that, for those like short trips. If you've been wondering what the heck people do with the Nano Baguette, this is what I do with it. I'm sure it's not the only way. I'm sure folks have other uses for it as well, but that's how I like to use this piece, and I think it's a really great piece to have on hand. So if you've been interested, I would definitely check it out. All right, so that's everything. That is what's in my bag and first impressions on the Fendi Nano Baguette bag charm. I really enjoy having it in my collection. I don't know if it will be a piece that gets as much use as the years go by compared to, you know, like a full-size handbag, but I thoroughly enjoy it being a part of my collection right now. And if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen me wear that a ton with a lot of different outfits, so it's already getting a lot of rotation among my handbag collection, so I'm really happy with it. But if you have any other questions about the Nano Baguette or really anything at all, feel free to leave them down below or head on over to Instagram and I'd be happy to help however I can. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate all of your feedback and support. If you like this kind of content and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every Sunday with some bonus videos along the week. So until next time,